Okay, we would go to Virtuamart, and then in this drop down menu click on manufacturers and then categories. The manufacturer category sort of helps you if you have a very wide range of products to group your manufacturers in different groups. An easy way to explain that would be, let's say you're selling hardware, then you would say, okay, I have manufacturers that supply me with wood, and there are tons of different kinds of things I get from all these many different wood manufacturers. So then it would be a default category called wood, and then you would have one for metal and one for, yes, and so you can go on. And then although you might have then many different manufacturers, you could put those manufacturers again at least within a category, sort of bringing them into groups. You don't need to use those many category options. You could simply just use a default as this one, and then just under manufacturers list your number of manufacturers. It is quite important that you at least list as many as possible so that each product is linked to its manufacturer. Now, in some cases, you might not want people to know where you get the specific product, and that's okay. Then you would use the manufacturing feature to display the brand of that specific product. So let's say if it is, for example, computers or electric goods like computers, then you could say, okay, it's a LG manufacturer, it is a Samsung, it is a Apple, it is a you could just add those manufacturers here, and then you could, when you add a product, link these different brands directly to the product, and that again gives you a way of bringing all the products of one specific brand together on one page. So that would be the advantage of the manufacturers. If you opened a manufacturer, you would see that it has different fields that you can toggle. Okay, here you would select the category default. You could give it an email, and usually I would leave these just blank. This search engine friendly or URL alias. So this literally will be used in this above URL on the front end of the website, and so you would want to make sure that you use something that is would help people know what they are looking at. I usually put an image inside of this description of the manufacturer. Of course, that would be the manufacturer's name, and then also we would select some images for the manufacturer through this upload here, and to make sure that you have a thumb for the manufacturer as well as a bigger image for the manufacturer. Now, if you already uploaded the manufacturer's image to your image folder, you can just change the path here to the right name and then click save. Save and close. Okay, that is the manufacturer settings. Next, let's look at your product categories. When you look at product categories, it is really interesting to know that this is really there's so many possibilities in the way that you structure this product categories. What is though very important to remember is that you can put something in this category as well as in that category and also in that category when you do add the products to the website. And so you should try to avoid putting actually categories that all the products can actually fit in and those kind of things. And again, this structure, it's got many different flavors. I don't think I can give you really enough direction in how it should be structured. This would depend on your industry, but let's look at one specific category, which we would open one, just show you how you could make that specific category look better. Um, there's a way that you can change the way in this area how the products in that specific category is displayed. Um, you could make changes to some of these features, and yet at the same time would ask that you know, be careful of what you do here, since this would influence how it looks on the front in the category view, of course. This area here is quite important if you think back at previous lessons speaking about meta information and stuff. Just like your articles, your categories have this place, as well as your products, for meta information, meta robots. Of course, remember, in the meta robot you would decide whether to index and follow this page, or whether no follow or no index is what you would want. As author, you could leave this blank, but you could also decide to maybe add shop name or something here as author. Then the custom page title. If you use the category name Power Tools, then it's always helpful just to put this in there as well, and a little description and what you think would be keywords that would help people on your website find this category, because your search option in your website also makes use of keywords to find things on your site. Again, you can change the image of this category through this upload method here, or simply changing the linking structure here, and then it will show the image also if the category is loaded in the front end. So that's a quick overview of the category concept within the Virtual Mart interface. And so next, the products. Let's look at individual products, adding products next.